Hello, welcome back to Adventure 82. So, I'm currently driving. We're off to see, well, we're back on on track of the Mossdale Railway. So what we're going to go have a look at is the one abandoned tunnel on the disused portion of the line. And, well, that's where we're on our way to now. The tunnel hasn't been used since 1965. But it was part of the link from the current terminus of the Heritage Line, which is at Redmire, up to what was the terminus of the line when it was fully operational, which was at Garsdale, the current day Garsdale station. There was a junction there at the time. So that's what we're off to go and see now. I'll give you some more information about the tunnel, including its name, etc. once we get there, but for now, to the tunnel. Right, so welcome to Mosshead Tunnel. It's not the longest, you can actually see the other portal at the far end. But it's not one I found a video on anyway on YouTube. And as we're following the Mossdale line, kind of need to film it. So it looks like there's either been a cave in or there's some sort of rubbish at the end there. I'm not quite sure what that is, so we'll go have a look. But yeah, let's go have a look. And obviously when you do visit these places, make sure that you're meant to be here. As far as I'm aware, this is public access. There's people who've put like photos and stuff up of the area, so clearly it's a case of if you do no harm, you don't get in any bother. We're just here to film, maybe leave a few footprints. We're not going to wreck anything. We're not going to start spray painting and graffitiing anything. So right, let's go have an explore. Right, so there we go. Got a little recess there for Blaze might actually be able to light it up. Blaze has got a torch for us. There you go. My torch. There you go. So you've got a recess there where there would have been in the tunnel. What's immediately apparent wherever you look, if I borrow Blaze's torch again, on the roof, is the amount of soot that's been left. But you can see there's still quite a lot of light even without having a torchlight. We did get a big torch, and before we left, stupidly, I said to the kids to put everything in the car and they didn't bring everything. So, but you can see there's another recess, look. So this closed in 1965 to passengers. Got massive, what's that piece of wood? It's metal, sheet metal. So there's a piece of sheet metal there. So it's closed in 1965 to passengers when they closed the line down, and then the only section that was then kept left open is the section that's now run by the Mossdale Railway, the Heritage Line. The reason that was left open in the first place, actually, because the military wanted it left open. But aside from that, it was closed off. So as we're going down here, it's actually getting quite dark. So hang on a minute, let me get to where we're going and I'll come back to you. Yeah, that works better. Right, so we've kind of got somewhere with the torch. Right, so the blockage I saw does indeed exist, but it's in fact hay. So I'm guessing a farmer somewhere is using this for storage. So I wonder if this is maybe part of a farm. If it is, I couldn't find anything saying I wasn't supposed to or wasn't allowed in here, so if I am not, I apologise. But and you've got the far end there, so we'll go to the other portal and we'll see what's at the other end. But it looks like you should be able to get through. There's a slight gap here, you see. So between the wall and the hay, although the problem is this hay, but there we go, could have had anything living in it, could have had rats or anything. But you see it's got recesses. Build quality for this though is insane. Look at the stonework. What's that? This thing there sticking out the wall, I'm not sure what that is. You can see it's still got a lot of the ballast on the floor still. If I show you, see. And then, so as I say, this is Mossgate Tunnel, not massive in the grand scheme of things. So this would have been the last piece of infrastructure before the Mossdale Railway met up with its terminus of Garsdale, where there used to be a Garsdale junction, and that's where it would have terminated back in the day when the railway was running. It was never a hugely popular passenger railway. It was mainly, I don't know if you saw my visit on the Mossdale Railway, the heritage one, but I mentioned on there, it was predominantly a industrial line more than anything else. A lot of the main passenger traffic could get to where they were going via the Settle to Carlisle line, so passenger traffic wasn't really much of a thing. Oh, hang on, what's this? Let's have a look. Right, so it looks like a massive chunk has come out the ceiling there, and it's all collapsed in to leave us with this. So that's one massive cave-in. Look at the size of that stone that's there just by me. So this has given way at some point here. That's a massive hole. Absolutely huge hole. Look at that. That's pretty awesome to find though. Right, so you can see the other portal there just coming up in the distance. There's some other stuff over there, I don't know what that says, so we'll have a look at that as well. But look at the size of that. Massive hole left in the ceiling. This is where you have to be careful in tunnels, because you don't know when that was going to happen. It looks like the ground's gotten wet, and that's led to the whole thing just giving way. If you look, that's insane. You can see there's been some more come out the middle there as well. I don't know if you can see that like I can, but you can see there where some more has come out the middle. That's insane. You can really feel a breeze up this end. Quite a strong one at that, actually. It's quite dusty on this end. He says trying to balance on the rocks. There we go. So, I haven't used this camera for a while. I've been using the GoPro. GoPro would have been no use for this, so I've got the Sony back out. It's the one that started the channel. And then you've got more storage stuff here from the farmer. And at the far end there, which you can see on this occasion, we can't get through unless there's a gap on the other side. Kind of, if I climb over the hay bales. Right, let me climb over the hay bales and I'll be back with you. Right, so we're past the hay bale and we've made it to the other portal. I did say it wasn't a particularly long tunnel. It's definitely more like a farmer's shed now. But you can see here, the opposite end. You can hear it, probably the water dripping and dropping. It's much more leaky this end. Like that. And you can see here that track bed that would have ran along here. So the last station before here, main station, would have been Hawes, which is now the Dales Countryside Museum, which I've done a video on about the railway stuff, and I did also the tour of the railway museum and stuff as well. If you want to go and have a look at that, do so. I think it's in the playlist North Yorkshire Adventures. But I'm going to make a Mossdale railway playlist. If I've made that before I upload this, it'll be in there as well. But yeah, the last major station before here was Hawes. There would have been a little station in between, which is now private residence. So we can't visit that. And then we would have gone through here back where we've been, and that would have then left you back at Garsdale, because there was no other stations until then. So that's kind of it really, because it's only a small tunnel. I do like the brickwork. See the drainage here? That's quite cool. And you can see, as we're looking here, the brickwork here too. And you can see it actually goes off on a slight decline from here, very slight. I'll see if I can get a shot of that view from up above. But you can see it's quite a nice blue sky in Yorkshire today, so I thought I'd make the most of it. Interesting also, there's a tree growing out of the tunnel. And these are quite imposing structures, but stunning to look at. We'll go have a look at the top, see if we can see where that cave-in happened. I think might be an idea. And we'll have a look at some of the brickwork on the outside. And apart from that, I'm not sure, but it's turning out to be quite interesting nonetheless. Let's go have a look anyway at the outside brickwork. Right, so we're on top of the tunnel now. We're going to go have a look at the other portal, but before we get there, just sort of show you, there's a big fenced off area here. Don't know if you can see it, it's just about there. I'm guessing that's where our cave-in was, so that's obviously fully aware of that. This is very muddy underfoot actually, but right, we'll go have a look at this portal from above and see what condition it's in. Right, so there's no way to get to the tunnel from above or below, not the other portal, because it's too overgrown on the ground, and from up here it's just not possible. It's too muddy, too flooded. So what I will do is I'll put some pictures in of the old tunnel for you here at the end, show you what it used to look like in its heyday, with trains and things going through it. I'll take some pictures of you. I've taken some pictures for you, which I'll put in as well, of the other portal. There's somebody's put a picture up of the portal we can't get to on the internet, so I'll see if I can find that, and I'll credit the person who took it for that. But otherwise, for a first tunnel explore that we've done on this channel, I think that's gone really quite well. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it for you. Until next time when I see you, which will probably be Sunday, which I'm not sure what Sunday's video is, but until then anyway, take care and I'll see you soon.